Good morning from here in San Pedro Sula, Honduras. It's a little before 9 o'clock. On Sunday, February 12th, I'm in the final hours of my 2-week trip to Central America. We'll be heading to the airport in a few hours and then we'll be flying back to Miami. I should be on the ground there at about 6:30 local time, a little bit before, and then I head back to DC tomorrow morning and should be home a little after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So today is my 15th day on the road, and we'll be back in DC after 16 days as of tomorrow afternoon. So it's been been a bit of a challenge here in San Pedro. I have had quite a stomach ache and everything that goes along with that, from what I assume is some water that I had with a wonderfully delicious fruit juice that I had in Tegucigalpa, and I'm pretty sure they put water in it. So it was wonderful when I had it, but the after effects have not been so wonderful. So slowly getting a little better, but it's been quite a challenge to work under those conditions. But I've met some absolutely wonderful, brave, inspiring people here in San Pedro who, in spite of all of the violence that goes on here, in spite of all of the problems with the government and the pandillas, the gangs, and the police and everything else, they are really persevering and moving forward as best as they possibly can with their work on behalf of the LGBT community here in San Pedro Sula. And I had a chance to talk with two of them on Friday, and again, it was just absolutely wonderful and inspiring to hear them talk about their work and to hear their thoughts about how things are going to hopefully improve for the LGBT community here in San Pedro. And then last night I had a chance to actually go visit a gay club here in the city. It was about a maybe 5-minute taxi cab ride from my hotel here, and it was packed. It was a lot of fun, a lot of Latino pop and lots of American dance music as well. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, or they're universal anywhere, I guess. So I've even heard them in Cuba. So it was pretty much your typical gay club in Latin America, and folks were really having a good time and dancing, and it was quite festive, and certainly had a good time there for about the 2 hours or so that I was there. So that's the latest from here in San Pedro Sula. I'm feeling slightly better. My stomach is holding out. Hopefully it will do the same as I start to travel back to the US. And but yeah, it's been a whirlwind 15 days, been a challenging 15 days, been an inspiring 15 days, been an exciting 15 days, all of that wrapped into one. And I'm thoroughly grateful for the chance to come down to Central America to report on the LGBT rights movement in Honduras, as well as in El Salvador and Guatemala, to meet some really wonderful, inspiring activists and to share their stories and to see for myself what is going on down here. And as I said earlier, this is the first trip as part of the Blade's year-long project to report from Latin America, so there'll be a lot more trips down the road. Haven't finalized those as of yet, but I have some in mind, and definitely look for updates on those in the next few weeks. So that's the latest from here in San Pedro Sula, Honduras, at about 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, February 12th. And the next time I will be checking in, I will be back in the United States. So hasta la próxima, y como siempre, muchísimas gracias por su apoyo y para leer mis artículos y para mirar mis puestos en Twitter y Facebook desde aquí en Centroamérica. Muchísimas gracias.